Hello everyone and welcome back to the CO2 Rundown. I'm your host Chad Owens. Happy Wednesday, midweek peak of the week. We are all in our groove. Look, huge mahalo to Long's Drugs for all of their support of the show. Let's continue to support local and making Long's Drugs a part of our days. Let's dive on in to the CO2 Rundown. Our University of Hawaii men's volleyball team is headed on the road to UC Irvine. They're on the road for the first time in 3 years for the Big West tournament. We hosted the last two at Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff, and yeah, that's a huge advantage, right? We're at home, we got our fans, but what's also a huge advantage is having a coach that's witty, right? Coach Charlie Wade, knowing that the Big West tourney was at the Bren Event Center out there in UC Irvine this year, scheduled matches out there this fall. So we had some familiarity. We played there, we know the atmosphere. That's an advantage, right? And Coach said, hey, even if it gave us a 1%, chance or made us that much better, we'll take everything we can get. And so we are waiting. We had the first round bye. We're waiting for the winners between UC Santa Barbara and UC San Diego, which is happening tomorrow. We're taking on the winners of that for the semifinals of this Big West tourney starting Friday at 2 p.m. And you know what? We are on fire right now. I know that we have put in the work all season. We know what the goal is. Three-peat. I've been saying it all season long. It's going to happen, right? We're manifesting that to happen. It starts this week, Friday. Let's get it done, boys. Let's go, Bows. They say the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. That statement is exactly true here for the daughter of MMA star of our own Yancy Medeiros. His daughter, Kaya Gabriel Medeiros, who is only in her second season at Kapolei playing water polo. She now leads, she led the OIA last year with 41 goals. Yeah, striving. But what I love about Yancy, that's trickled down into his daughter Kaya, is his heart. Yancy has so much aloha. He gives so much, and you can see it in his interviews. You watch him on Instagram. He just has that heart about him. And his daughter is the same way, as she makes a fresh batch of banana pudding for her coaches, her teammates. After every match, they get to dive in and indulge and celebrate with that. So, I have a question though. Can I come and partake, Kaya? I'd love to sit down with you, talk with you about your water polo sort of journey, talk about your dad, and maybe talk about this banana pudding. I love banana pudding, by the way. But anyway, look, shoot me a message here, and let's try to set this up. But nonetheless, congratulations on your early success. Only 2 years in the game and already leading one of the tops in the state. Congrats. And good luck to Pops this week, as we're going to talk about that next. Bellator. Let's go. Bellator MMA is back in Hawaii, and it's happening this Saturday. Bellator 295. And yeah, Ilimale McFarland is back to do her thing. We went to last year's fight, and it was incredible. Limale, Yancy's back, and Sumiko Inaba, 3 Hawaii-born fighters about to compete and show out, right, at home, on the home court. And we're excited. We're excited to see this. And I talked earlier about Yancy's daughter, and I'm just excited, man. Yancy, I followed his journey. He's up through the UFC. Now, he's in Bellator. And at the end of the day, you're doing what you love, right? Same thing for me, right? You got the UFC, which could be the cream of the crop. It seems like it. You got the NFL. Hey, my dream was the NFL. That dream didn't it happened, but it was short-lived. I ended up playing in the CFL, the Canadian Football League. Lots of success, made a lot of friends, just being happy, doing what I loved. And I see that here, right? I see why Ilimale has been here, dominated. She became the face of this, league. And here's Yancey, finding success. And he's trying to be a champion. He's trying to have a title shot at Bellator. So, like, when you find a place, a league, a team, a system, whatever it is, that you just have comfort and less stress, and you're happy, now your skills, you just start flowing, right? For me, I was just, no worries, just out there to just have fun, play the game, and yeah, you want to always prove you belonged, right? But I was just thankful for the opportunity that the CFL gave me. And I'm sure these 3 Hawaii-born fighters are just extremely thankful for the opportunity that Bellator MMA is providing them. So the give back is to go out there and put on a show. The give back is to do everything you can to promote that league. That's the give back. And now, being back home in Hawaii, to have it here again, and I know they're excited. So all the fans, I hope you guys are going to be out there in the arena at the Blaisdell, cheering for our home team, because it's going down this weekend. Good luck, guys. I know it's still early in the off season for a lot of these NFL players, but one in particular, our very own Tua Tagovailoa, starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. We all know what he went through this past season with his concussions. And in a recent interview, he did say that he and his family talked about the possibility of retiring. It's hard not to think about that when you're going through it, right? You know what you felt like going through the injury. You know what the long-term effects are. You go back and forth with this whole deal. That has to be something you talk about, right? But once you get cleared, or I'm sure they went through multiple steps once the season was done, tests and doctor's visits, and once he was reassured that, he's made a full recovery, he's going to be fine, then, you start to think about the other things. Like, yeah, you know what? I have unfinished business. I'm healthy. I feel good. I love this game. And something he alluded to was, his son. He wants to, he dreams of that opportunity to have his son actually watch him play and understand what he's watching and will remember what daddy did. Yeah, that's big time. I mean, that's a driving force for me. Once you have a family, once you have others depending on you, it's another goal. Are you adding a goal within the box of all your goals? Right? And I think that's a huge goal, and that's a dream. It's so special for me to know that my son, my kids, both my daughters were able to witness me play and can remember the games, they remember the Grey Cup, they remember those things at the stadium 3 hours before, and no one's in the stadium running around in the field having a great time. Those types of memories, that's what we live to do. And now we're trying to provide that for them. And Tua's understanding that as a father, that's sort of one of his goals. But at the end of the day, he's healthy. Tua is healthy right now. I saw him on a recent Instagram post working out with Tyreek Hill. They are already putting in the time, putting in work, because like I said, they've got unfinished business, man. Prior to Tua getting injured last year, the Miami Dolphins was, in my opinion, the hottest team in the league. They were doing their thing. They were making the playoffs easily, and they were going to run deep into the playoffs, like deep. And so, yeah, as a competitor, you always feel like you can improve, you can do more. But I'm most happy about is that Tua is healthy. He got the clearance. And with that, Tua, look, man, have a great off season. Continue to put in the work like you've always done. And you said it. If you wanted to quit, you would have done it a long time ago. Fins up. And that is it for today's show. Look, please go check out the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Man, we've got so much more stories in the sports section talking about our athletes, all the things that's going on here locally. as well as nationally. I mean, our writers do such an amazing job of sharing that. So please go check out the rest of the stories there. Huge mahalo again to Long's Drugs for all of their support of the show. Let's continue to support local and making Long's Drugs a part of our days. I'll see you guys come Aloha Friday.